always lock the door when I come outside, because you just never know. It's a sunny day, as you can see. Look at the sky, it's so pretty. It's blue, 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 blue. My love is true. Y'all remember that singing? And the birds are flying around. I don't really need this hoodie, but I'm gonna keep it on. And the reason I took a little break is because Mr. Hustle, he had to vomit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he has a little cold, so it was a little phlegm in there. So you know when you have to clear your inside out, sometimes you do it that way or the other way. So I had to clean that mess up. Yeah, so you know the girls came to get me yesterday, and they brought Mr. Hustle up to my home. And you know, I was already dressed anyway. But guess what? The strangest thing. When I came downstairs off the elevator, my two granddaughters and Mr. Hustle was waiting on the side for me because I decided to go to my mailbox. So guess who said hello in a nice way and approached me? The district manager. Because as you know, the other lady, I was told she wasn't fired. She transferred because she lived closer to a new building that they assigned her to. But I don't understand if you didn't get terminated, how can you, why would you resign? Why would you transfer if you didn't get terminated? I don't understand that. But anyway, that's the story she told Miss Terry, that she transferred. But that's not the story that was going around. Anyway, that's their business. But apparently, there hasn't gotten a new manager as yet. So Miss Debbie has to do work over there and other places. She's looking like a rag doll. She is getting really small, really small. I guess maybe it's too much work, or she has problems at home with her husband and her son, okay? The devil is very busy, people, very busy. This woman approached me, and with a smile, she said, "Jennifer, pets are not allowed in the building if they're visiting." So I said, no, she said, "Those are your granddaughters?" I said, "Yes." And that's when she said, pets are not allowed, dogs are not allowed in the building if they're visiting, because you don't have that on your lease. So I looked at her and I said, "Well, he's not visiting. We're getting ready to leave right now." So she said, "But you don't have a pet on your lease." I was like, okay. So, you know, she said hello to my granddaughters and them, but you know, they were already suspicious of something that was said. So they said hello like in a cold manner. I don't blame them. But then when we walked out the building, my granddaughter asked me what happened. So I told her. Mind you, I was like so surprised, because this lady usually mind her damn business. She goes into her office, you speak to her, she'll just say hello in a cold manner, and she'll just go into the office. So I was surprised with this big smile and all this crap. Anyway, it just show you how people are. Anyway, my granddaughter, Skylar, you know, she got heated. She was so hot. She was like, no, I need to go say something to this lady. I said, no, you don't. You don't need to stress yourself out with that. I said, don't worry about it. Mr. Hustle won't be coming back over here. Anytime y'all have to go anywhere, I'll just come to y'all house and I'll stay with him. Not a problem. Don't stress yourself out with stuff like that. I said, she has more problems on her head. So, she told my daughter, and my daughter said, the devil is busy, which is true. And, Skylar was still annoyed about it. But I said, girl, don't pay no attention to that. I said, I'm not worrying about those people. I have my plans, so I'm not worrying about them. There's always some new rule here. So, I live here, so I'm not going to try to get into no confrontation with her so she can tell me I have such and such days to leave the premises and all this BS. I'm not going to do that. I have my plans going on. So, people, sometimes you have to handle your stuff a different way. Instead of arguing and fussing and fighting, you just handle it quietly, smoothly, and then you just disappear. All right, that was that. We ended up going to the mall. Like I said, I wanted to get the water boots and a pair of casual boots, the weather's cold. Believe it or not, I got to JCPenney. They hardly had any boots in there, and the boots they had, I didn't really care for. And they had the water boots, but not in my size. And guess what price it was? $65. I don't know what kind of sale that was. $65. I was not spending $65 for that. And I saw the casual ones, and that was also $65. But they didn't have my size. And no, I refused to spend $65. I have a JCPenney card, but I wasn't spending $65 for those boots. Hell no. So we walked around looking for some more boots in JCPenney. I didn't see any because, like I said, they hardly had any boots in there. Most of them was sold out. And then they had a lot of them with the big heels, and I don't like that. So we left. Then we went and we got Mr. Hustle's bed. And Paige, she loved it. So we chose the one that she liked. And then, we head on home, back to their home. And, of course, outside was getting darker and darker, It was past 5 o'clock. But we had a great time. And guess what? The girls told me the 3 days that I wasn't there, it was like hell, they missed me. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Hearing that from them, because I figured they wanted their little freedom. You know what I'm saying? They don't roam the streets and have friends up in the house and stuff like that. But, I figured they wanted their little space. Plus, I had things to do anyway. But it felt good hearing that they missed me. You know what I'm saying? And why they missed me? Because I wake up early in the morning to take Mr. Hustle out. So they would have had to do that. Excuse me. So, that's one of the reasons too. Anyway, that's all good. Yeah, I just wanted to say, last night I decided to go online because I saw the shoes, the boots and the stuff online, and they were on sale like for $19.99 and $23.99. So guess what? I ordered both of them in my size, a size 8, because when I was in the store I tried on a 7 and that was really tight. They didn't have a 7.5, so I decided to get the 8. Plus, I suffer with ingrown toenails, so I don't want to get anything tight to irritate my toe. So, yeah, I ordered an 8 in both boots, and they will be coming to my home on Friday. That's next Friday. So that's good, And guess what? When I checked my mails yesterday, the information that I ordered so I could perform my first wedding ceremony, it was in the mail. So I got all the stuff that I need. So I called Mr. Jerry and I told him, I asked him if his niece had gotten her marriage license. He said yes. So I was like, okay, well, what day do you want me to perform it? So he said, whichever day that I rather do it. So I said, okay, I'll be over there on Wednesday. I go to the pantry, but we can do it on Thursday. So Thursday, it is the day. It's not going to be no big wedding or nothing like that. Just small, just something small. Just her fiance, 2 witnesses, and myself. So it should be short and sweet, you know. So we're just going to do that on Thursday if God spares our lives. Yes. I'm excited because this will be my first time doing that. And I saw Cardi B one time, she performed a wedding ceremony. She can also perform weddings too. I saw her doing it. I think it was one of her family members or something like that. But the wedding was a big wedding, but this that I'm doing is very small. It's not big at all. So, I'm excited. I'm moving up in life, I'm proud of myself. Anyway, people, don't let nothing get you down. No matter what people say or whatever, you just follow rules, You follow rules because you live in these places or you work at these places. So you just follow rules. You just take whatever they say with like a grain of salt and swallow it. No, take it in your mouth, then spit it out and keep going, with a smile on your face. Better days are ahead. Believe it or not, better days are ahead. And for those of you out there that's that's incarcerated, whether it be in jail, prison, the mental institution, juvenile facilities, drug rehab facilities. Even if you're in your home and you're lonely and stuff like that, and you feel lost and stuff like that, you don't have no one to talk to, you feel like the end of your world is here. The end is not here until you die. Until those eyes closes, your heart stop beating. That's the end of your world, okay? Wherever you are, whatever situation you're in, I know some of these people that is, locked up that's incarcerated. Some of them, they not going to get out. They're in there for life. Some of them is going to go to the death penalty. They're sitting on death row. Many of you did crimes that you shouldn't have never done, so that's why you're in these places. Some of you didn't do the crime and you're locked in there anyway. Just have hope. Believe. You have to believe, okay? Get books. I know they allow y'all to read books and stuff like that. Ask for books to read. It doesn't matter what kind of book. First of all, you should get the Bible and read the Bible. There's a lot of stories in the Bible. And I don't know of anyone that could finish the Bible in one day. If you are something else. But you can read it in one day, finish it in one day, but do you really understand what everything in that Bible told you? So you can read a book and finish it quick, but a lot of people don't understand the purpose of the stories. You know what I'm saying? So you need to take your time and read the Bible. That's a good way to start. Then they have other books out there that you can read by Black authors, by white authors, by Spanish authors, different languages, they have many books out there that you can read about sports and stuff like that. You can read these books and let your mind take you away from where you're at right now, in that lonely space, that lonely cell with no window, or you have a window and you can't see out of it. You don't really have much light. Wherever you are, get a book and read. You don't have to read one book. You can read and read and read and read. Enhance your mind. There are better days ahead. Share it with your cellmate or whoever's next to you or whatever. If you live at home by yourself, you can share it with your neighbor or whoever you speak to on the phone or whatever, or just share it to your God. You know what I'm saying? And just let your mind take you away. You can imagine that you're on a beach, on an island somewhere, sitting on a beach, drinking whatever you want to drink or eat whatever you want to eat. You can let your mind take you up into space. You can let your mind take you wherever it is you want to go. You just have to close those eyes, close those beautiful eyes that your Heavenly Father gave you. Just close them and just go. Just let it all go. And stay in the moment until you feel like coming back. You can do this every day, and you will feel so good about yourself. You will feel so good. Sometimes you have to let all that hurt, anger, loneliness out. Even though you're in these places or in these situations, you can go into your own little space in your mind. Let your mind take you away. You ever heard the saying, when a person go to take their shower and they use Calgon? That's that body wash. You sprinkle it in the water and then you get in there and then they say, Calgon, take me away. Well, pretend that you're getting into that tub with that nice warm water, and you just lay right there in the water and say, Calgon, take me away. Just like you'll let your imagination take you away. Well, let your mind, your imagination take you away to that beautiful island, laying there on the beach, sipping on whatever drink you prefer to drink, eating some coconut, wearing your swim trunk or your bathing suit, whatever. Sitting on top of a hill, letting the air blow on you, looking up into the sky, sitting by a stream and watch the water just flow by, sitting out in the field and watching the horses and the cows just run around. Oh my God, or you can even imagine you're in Africa on a safari, and you driving around out there and you watching all the different animals just roaming around, coming up to you. Just let your mind take you away, and you will see how beautiful and how good it feels. I know when you come back, you're going to say, damn, I'm still in this cell. Or damn, I'm still in this room. Whatever. Whenever you feel like going into that space, Just close your eyes and let it take you there. You will feel really good about yourself. And for those that is in jail or prison for life, you do the same. You do the same. Stop making all those illegal contrabands trying to kill us or hurt or stab up the other inmates and all stuff like that. Stop the killing and the fighting when y'all go out in the yard and stuff like that. Stop all of that stuff. Just let your mind take you away to this beautiful place and share it with the others. Tell them to do the same. And you all will feel much better about yourself. I know you cannot turn back the hands of time. A lot of you regret what you did. Some of you say you don't. Some of you play that mental role. Well, the Almighty is the one that is there to forgive you. So those of you that is in there for life or on death row, just try to keep your mind together, because I know you don't want to leave this earth and go to your other home with all that anger and all that stuff that you have in you. You have to let all that go. You did the wrong, so you're paying for it. They put you in those cages like animals. Well, not even like animals, because they don't treat animals like that. Like monsters. And that's how the system is. They have a lot of jails and prisons all over this world. And some of them I look at on YouTube, and a lot of those prisoners, they are in worse situations than a lot of prisoners here in the United States or England or, other countries. A lot of these prisoners in other places, they have more harsh conditions than you all do. You should see how many inmates are locked in this room in some prisons, some jails. More than 100 persons. People have all sorts of illnesses and stuff like that. They don't even get to see the doctors or nothing like that. So a lot of you that is in the American prison system and, some other countries where they have more freedom. It's not really freedom, but y'all do have a lot more freedom than some of these people in the other places. You should thank your lucky stars above for that. Some of you have a cell by yourself. A lot of these people in other places, they don't have a cell by themselves. They are packed in this room like sardines. Some of them have to sleep on the floor. You should see how they live. You should see the food they eat. It's horrible. It's disgusting. So, folks, those of you that's incarcerated, that is living in conditions that is not like some of these people, you need to be grateful. Seriously. Remember, y'all did the crime. Nobody told y'all to do that. And there's punishment for when you do crime. But like I just said, to free your mind, just close those eyes and let your mind take you away. Take you away. Do that sometimes and you will feel good about yourself. Yep. I just wanted to share that with you guys, you women, you children, those that is at home, living alone, feeling all lonely or whatever. Yeah, and to those of you that like to have a laugh, you should watch The Baddies. Those who have televisions, watch The Baddies and watch damn, she's Hispanic. I watched her last night. Oh my God, what's her name? Cabaret. She calls it her cabaret. Jesus, I can't remember her name. Anyway, she has a show also. Y'all need to watch her show. And you will be laughing and cracking up the whole time, okay? There are other shows that you can watch where you'll be laughing, you'll be amused too. But you know, you can't just lay around, sit around, feeling all sorry for yourselves. Most of you put yourself in those situations. So you have to deal with the consequences. Whether it be lifetime or a short period of time, you have to deal with the consequences. So while you are there, you might not be able to enjoy it like you would on the outside, but just try to make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? Make the best of it. And to those of you, because you know we are all human, you know, you feel like making yourself feel good and stuff like that, you can go in the confinement of your room and make yourself feel good. You know what I'm saying? We're all humans and we have to make ourselves feel good, if you know what I'm saying. I can't tell anyone not to get into relationship with the other sex or nothing like that. That's your choice. If you want to do that, make sure you use protection, because you don't know what the other person, who the other person been with, what they have. And that's how a lot of you gonna pick up all sorts of sexual transmitted diseases in these incarcerated places. So be wise. I was listening to a documentary, and some of the inmates were saying that they don't give out condoms. I don't know about that for sure, but maybe most of you should ask the nurse when you go into their office or something like that for condoms. You know what I'm saying? Or find out if it's allowed and ask your people that send you packages to send you some, you know? But just find out first if it's allowed. And if you can't get no condoms, just please your own self. You don't need to be with nobody. You don't. You don't. I'm seriously. Because most of you fall in love in jail, in prison, in these juvenile facilities and stuff like that. And then when you get out, those of you that get out, you move on with your life. You don't even want nobody to know that you was in love with a man or you was in love with a woman in jail, prison, or wherever you were. You're ashamed. So you can please your own damn self. That's just love for you being in there at the time. So get it together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking anybody, but I'm just telling it like it is. So get it together, people. Use that mind of yours and try to enjoy the little life that you have on this earth, whether you are incarcerated or not. You might not be able to look out the window, But you can close them eyes and pretend that you're looking out of a window. You can close them eyes and pretend you're sitting, your room is this spectacular room. You can close your eyes and pretend you have the most expensive car out there. You can close your eyes and pretend that you're eating the most delicacy food out there. You can pretend in your mind a lot of things, a lot of beautiful things, and you will feel good about yourself. And always have respect for each other, one another. I don't care what situation you're in, have respect. You are no better than the average person. Seriously. So this is JU-I saying peace out for now. I guess Mr. Hustle is ready to go back in, he's getting a little sun. So have a beautiful Saturday, folks. Have a beautiful Saturday, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Remember, close them beautiful eyes and let your mind take you away. Peace out.